Good day, viewers, and you are welcome to Mlt Channels. This is Engineer Oladipo, your host and your amiable online tutor. Today's subject is mathematics, and the topic of discussion is quadratic equation. You are all welcome on board. Learners, without wasting much time, let's quickly dive into details. Today, we are much interested in derivation of the formula method of quadratic. And actually, quadratic is expressed by the formula ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0, where a, b, and c are constant values, while x is the variable or unknown. To determine or derive the formula method, we usually make use of the completing the square method. Alright, so let's start from the equation of quadratic, which is expressed by ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now the next thing we have to do here is to collect like terms, and in doing that we shall be taking c to the right hand side because it's the unlike, it's the only constant value without any variable or unknown in the quadratic expression. So we have ax squared plus bx equal to minus c. Then the next thing we do now is to reduce the coefficient of x squared into 1, and to do that we shall be dividing all through by a, and if we should divide all through by a, we have ax squared over a plus bx over a equal to minus c over a, and this will eventually turn this equation to x squared, because a would have cancelled a, plus bx over a equal to minus c over a. So the next thing we have to do now is to find the half of the coefficient of x, and okay, don't let us use here so that it won't be like continuation. Is to find the half of coefficient of x. So that we are looking for, and the coefficient of x is actually b over a, so that means we are looking for half of b over a, and half of b over a, that should give us, oh, that isn't good enough, let's write that half of b over a, that should give us b over 2a. So what are we doing with this? We are squaring it and adding it to both sides. So that implies that we continue from this equation, continue from here, then that should now give us x squared plus bx over a. It's now the time to add this, which is the half of the coefficient of x, and we are not just adding it, we also need to square it. So plus, so as I've said earlier, we are squaring that, b over 2a all squared equal to minus c over a plus b over 2a all squared. Then the next thing is you have to work on both the left hand side and the right hand side. On the left hand side now, we have to eliminate bx over a. Why? Because that is the only one that is odd in the left hand side. You can see here on x squared, on x we have squared, on b over 2a we also have squared. So bx over a is the only odd. So we are eliminating that in the equation. So the equation now turns to x squared plus b over 2a all squared equal to minus c over a. And I've said earlier, we are working on the both left hand side and the right hand side. So on this right hand side now, we are expanding, and we should expand this. We have b squared, the square of b is b squared, over the square of 2a, that will give us 4a squared. Then the next thing is we can group what we have on the left hand side. Since they both are square, we can write that as x plus b over 2a all squared. Then on the right hand side, we take the LCM. And the LCM is 4a squared. Then a in 4a squared, that will give us 4a. 4a multiplied by minus 6, that will give us minus 4ac. We have used the outcome of a in 4a squared, which is 4a, to multiply the numerator, which is minus c, plus then 4a squared in 4a squared, that's 1 multiplied by b squared, that still give us b squared. Then the next thing is to take the square root of both sides. And when you take the square root of both sides, the square will be eliminated at the left hand side. X plus b over 2a is all squared. The square root will make that square to be eliminated now, equals to, and square root of a number will give us two outcomes, which is plus or minus of that number. That will be plus or minus square root of. Also, minus 4ac over plus b squared can be write as b squared minus 4ac. Minus 4ac plus b squared is saying that b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. Then the square root will eliminate square at the left hand side, so we are left with x plus b over 2a rather at the left hand side, which is equals to plus or minus b squared minus 4ac. Then the denominator will change because All the factors in the denominator are perfect square. The square root of 4 is 2. So 4 will leave the square root. The square root of a squared is also a. We are almost done. Then we now make x the subject of the formula by taking minus b over 2a to the right hand side, or subtracting minus b over 2a from both sides. Then if we should do that, that x will be equals to minus b over 2a plus or minus square root of plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Then the final thing now is to get our LCM, which is actually 2a. So therefore, x will now be equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a, which is actually the formula method of quadratic. So on this slide, we have been able to use the completing the square method to derive the formula method of quadratic, which is b squared plus or minus, which is minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Question easily done. So on the next slide, we shall be making use of this formula and other method to solve simple problems on quadratic equation. On to the next slide, learners. All right, learners. So we have quiz to try. And question 1, solve the equation x squared minus 64 equals to 0. Option A, x is 8 twice. Option B, x is 8 or minus 8. Option C, x is equals to 4 or 8. Option D, x is equals to 1 or minus 4. Okay, let's quickly try that and see what the correct option will be. Question 1, we have x squared minus 64 equal to 0. Okay, so this is an example of difference of two squared. This can be written as x squared minus 8 squared, because 8 squared is actually also equals to 64. So then we can take difference of 2 square here. If we take difference of 2 square, this will give us x plus 8 into bracket x minus 8 equals to 0. Then if that is the case, this will be x plus 8 equal to 0, or x minus 8 equal to 0. And finally, that implies that our x will be equals to minus 8 or plus 8. So that implies that the correct answer here is option B. And I hope that is clear to you, learners. If that is clear, now let's move to the next question under the quiz. Alright, learners, let's now try the second question on the quiz. Solve the quadratic equation x squared minus 2x minus 8 equals to 0. And we have the options. Option A, 4 or 8. Option B, 2 or 4. Option C, -2 or -4. Option D, 4 or -2. All right. Without wasting time, let's quickly simplify this. We have x squared. So we have x squared minus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. So let's apply the formula method to solve the problem. So applying the formula method, let's get our quadratic formula, which is x equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So the next thing is to get our constant value, our a, b, and c. And our a is the coefficient of x squared. And the coefficient of x squared in this question is actually 1. Our b is the coefficient of x. And the coefficient of x in this question is -2. While our c is the constant value, which is -8. So substituting all these values into the quadratic formula. So we have x now equal to minus 2, because our b is -2, plus or minus square root of -2 squared, then -4 multiplied by 1, which is a, multiplied by -8, which is c. Everything over 2 multiplied by 1, because a is 1. So that implies that x will become -2, that will give us 2, plus or minus square root of 2 squared, -2 squared, that is 4. Then -4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by -8, that will give us +32. Then everything over 2 multiplied by 1, that gives us 2. So that implies that x now will be equals to 2 plus or minus square root of 36 over 2. Then 36 is a perfect square. That is the square root of 36. So that means we have 2 plus or minus 6 over 2. Then that implies that x now could be equals to 2 plus 6 over 2, or 2 minus 6 over 2. Then that will now be equal to 2 plus 6, that is 8 over 2, or 2 minus 6, -4 over 2. Then that implies that our final answer now, x will be equal to 8 divided by 2, that's 4, or -4 divided by 2, that is -2. So that means our answer is -2 or 4, which is option D. So the correct answer is option D. I hope that is clear to you, class. All right, learners, to assess what you have been learning so far, so we have some questions as evaluation. And question 1, use the factorization method to solve that equation. And what is that equation in question 1? 2x squared minus 17x minus 9 equals to 0. Then also question 2, and in question 2 we have use the completing the square method to solve 5x squared plus 6x minus 8 equals to 0. And the final question is question 3 that says use the quadratic formula to solve the equation 8x squared plus 34x plus 21 equals to 0. Alright, 21 minutes just gone down like 21 seconds, and that will be all for today's class on quadratic equation. If you have gained one or two things, do not hesitate to join us on the next class, and more so you can watch our more of our video lectures on YouTube, and our handle is at oladipo2262. You can also watch our videos on TikTok. Our handle is at oladipo61. Until I come your way again, I am Engineer Oladipo, your host and your amiable online tutor. Bye for now.